I don't know what happened in this show, but it was certainly boring. I'm Boss6. I'm back with another video, and today I'm reviewing SmackDown. I don't know what happened here. SmackDown the past couple weeks have been doing consistent shows more than Raw, and that's not saying much because Raw's a dumpster fire at this moment. And NXT has some hit and miss shows. Now, last week's NXT was pretty good. There was some, bumps on the road, but solid overall. This show overall, I don't know what happened here. And for a while, I considered SmackDown a more watchable product when it comes to WWE. I don't watch NXT UK or 205 Live because those shows I don't really care about. Even though NXT UK, I have heard, has done some really good stuff, but I just don't have the time to watch it. I seriously don't know, did the production crew just take a big nap or something like that? Because I felt like this show was just pretty lazy. There was some good stuff in it. I don't praise some of the good stuff, but there was some stuff that was unneeded. It was not enjoyable whatsoever. There were just matches thrown there for the sake of matches. But to be fair, that's kind of WWE shtick nowadays. We're on the way to Fastlane, and if Fastlane wouldn't have happened, then these shows wouldn't be as lazy as they are, but that's WWE, and we have to have a pay-per-view every month, or else Vince's head's going to explode off his shoulders. Seriously, Vince, you don't have to overproduce your product. You don't have to do that. Because you're tiring the crowd, and you're tiring your audience. But, anyways, we get a recap of Daniel Bryan versus Jey Uso in their steel cage match, and if Bryan won, he gets a shot at Fastlane against Roman Reigns for the Universal title. Last week I said that was a pretty good match, and it's still a pretty good match. And then Edge comes out in the ring. He talks about his history in the WWE, all the way back from 1999, 1998, I should say. He debuted in 98. And then, talking about the accomplishments that he's done. And then here comes Bryan. Daniel Bryan says, "It's not about you. This might be my last Mania. I'm hoping next year will be. But if Bryan wants to end it this year, then I'm happy for him, and he can help with the product backstage and all that stuff. Because let's be frank, some of the wrestlers wouldn't be getting any pushes if Bryan wasn't there. And I'm not trying to be rude, but that's kind of the harsh truth. Apollo Crews, Cesaro, Buddy Murphy, etc. Edge says, "You're not better than me," and we'll get more on them in a little bit. And then we get a brawl between Otis, Gable, Rude, and Ziggler, Street Profits, and Mysterios, and then we get a random 8-man tag. It was the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins, Montez Ford, and Dominic and Rey Mysterio versus Otis, Chad Gable, Robert Roode, and Dolph Ziggler. Match was okay, I guess. Gable looked like he got spiked pretty bad. That was not a good DDT, but Gable looks like he's alright. He was just selling it good because Gable's a professional. Okay, yeah. Street Profits and Mysterio win. Okay, don't care. Helms I think, was it Hurricane Helms? I think it was Shane Helms. He calls Molly Holly, Mighty Molly, back, going back to their days when they were a superhero duo from 2002. Molly Holly's in the Hall of Fame. Great stuff. She's the first inductee, as a matter of fact. I have heard rumors about it, and it turns out the rumors are true. I'm glad for Molly Holly. Apparently, she's a very nice lady. She's an angel to the wrestling business, and she works damn hard every time she gets in the ring. And I love Molly Holly. Molly Holly is one of the unsung heroes. This is a woman that put her hair on the line just to have her and Victoria have a match at Mania 20 for the women's title. On a show that really didn't need tag matches that they need. Seriously, they could have just cut that out. That's how dedicated Molly Holly was to the business. So yeah, great stuff. Heyman alludes to Roman being upset. Then Rollins and Kayla are backstage. And he says that Murphy and Cesaro are going to have a rematch. Okay, more on that a little bit. Nia Jax, with her superior immune system, goes shopping with Reggie, and Shayna looks bored. Who was this for? Who was this for? Genuine question. I don't blame Shayna for looking ungodly, just so uninterested, because that's what the storyline is. If the end game is that Reggie was actually wanting to be with Sasha all along, okay, I could get by with that because at least Sasha has some personality. And Nia is a one-legged buffalo that can't even walk, let alone run. And every time she does, it looks like she's limping every time. Seriously, why is Nia there? Oh, that's because Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson gave her a job. Thanks, Dwayne! It sucks because young Rock is doing very well, and I hope The Rock is... It's whatever. It's just stupid. I just don't understand. Cesaro versus Murphy. Match was okay. Rollins causes DQ. Okay. Hopefully we get a match at Mania between Rollins and Cesaro, because that'll be a pretty good match. It'll probably happen at Fastlane though. Zayn wants Owens with conspiracy theories, and that's the word that Alex Jones got a hard on. And probably Justin Ventura as well. So, okay, I don't get this really. And then Edge talks to Jay. He talks about family. Jay says, "Don't you mention about my family." I like Uso. This is not working. I'm kind of over it. It's the same shtick that's been done to death for the past 6 months. Freshen it up or do something else with it. I think the end game might be there might be a new bloodline. Jimmy will return, and then he'll join Uso and Reigns, and then hell, might as well throw Naomi in there because why not? I feel like that's what the end game might be, and I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's just dumb. KO show with Bianca and Banks. It was like an old married couple fighting over marriage and makeup stuff. I just don't get it. This was not good. Shayna and Nia, with her superior immune system along with Reggie, show up. Natty and Tamina show up. Natalya and Tamina show up. And then we get Banks and Belair versus Tamina and Natalya. A snooker around 3 women. What will happen next? Tune in next week on Fox News. Okay, Snuka pins Belair with the most devastating maneuver, the surprise roll-up. Why? Why does Tamina need to win? She can barely walk as well with her ACLs. It snaps like... It snaps like pretzels. Pretzel sticks. I don't get it. Big E comes out. He's in a cast. He's in a neck brace and all that stuff after the attack by Apollo Crews a couple weeks ago. Big E cuts a promo. This is one of the best promos I've ever heard from Big E. And Big E's a very passionate guy. It wasn't goofy. It was straight to the point. It was real. I encourage you guys to check out this promo. This was a fantastic promo. Though my buddy and I had a discussion that he doesn't buy Big E. Like, he doesn't get him. He's like, yeah, he's a 300-pound guy and he's doing this goofy stuff. I'm like, there's been worse. Mo and Mabel from Men on a Mission, they pretended to be the clowns from, 1993. The whole Survivor Series shtick, that was not good. Big E wants an open challenge. Corbin and Zayn come out. Corbin says he's in a suit, but once he tears it off, he'll do it. But, Zayn's like, well, my documentary crew cut you said you won't doing it. So, Zayn does it. It was okay, I guess. Why the splash on the apron? I don't know why Big E wants to hurt himself. But, big ending, 1, 2, 3. This is for the IC title, by the way. Apollo attacks and all that stuff. And we get there was a part of the attack that reminds me of the Last King of Scotland. Oh dear. I've seen clips of that film. That is disturbing, but a great film, I've heard. Nia the Kayla, who raised you? You know, I don't have Twitter, but I have heard that Kayla has openly admitted that she has been raised pretty poorly. Whoever did that, whoever said that, whoever made Nia said that line should have been slapped. And if Kayla signed up on it, it's okay. That was unnecessary. And I have mentioned it. I'm glad that Kayla, I'm all for Kayla with her, sexuality. She came out as bi. And I don't know the meaning or reasoning why she deleted her Twitter. If it was sexual harassment, that's what you should deserve. Don't sexually, or not sexually harass, but don't treat others differently by their gender or their race or their sexuality. Don't be those people. Please don't. And if you are, get off my channel. Anyways, yeah, that line was stupid. And then Reggie says Nia should have a title match next week. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen next week. If Nia wins, then I am uninterested about the title picture. Roman and Daniel Bryan have a contract signing. It was whatever. At least it was something interesting, I guess. Bryan says, well, I made Uso quit last week, but I never made you quit. Maybe I should be head of the table. And then Uso gets all up in his face. Jimmy says, or Jay, not Jimmy. Jay says he wants to be the enforcer. And then Edge says, here, how about we have a match next week when whoever wins gets to be a special enforcer at Fastlane. And Adam Pearce basically repeats the same thing. So we're going to have that match next week. Brawl ensues. Jay gets dispelled pretty easily. And then Bryan goes after Roman, but Edge throws him off, and then Roman goes out to the outside, and they're running knee to Edge, and then we cut to black, and that's the end of this. The show was very uninteresting and very lazy. I just don't understand what happened to it. Some storylines didn't need to happen, and there were some things that didn't need to happen on the show, period. So anyways, that is my opinions on the show. What do you guys think about SmackDown this week? Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I am Bosso P6. Join the herd. I'll talk to you guys next video. Peace out.